let's say we have a button here. Every time we click it, we want a pop-up window saying, "Hello." How do we do that using Vue? The pop-up window is created by the alert function. The alert function is triggered by us clicking the button. So we are dealing with events here. In this case, we are dealing with the click event. Dealing with the event or events requires us to use a new directive, vOn. The vOn directive should be inserted into the button tag. The vOn directive has a shortcut, the @ sign. Its value is a method name. Naturally, methods are defined in the methods property. We have already tried the methods property before. Now, let's try the vOn directive. First, we create a button tag inside the app div. Then, we insert the vOn directive into the starting button tag. We bind the click event and assign a method name to it. The method name we pick here is sayHi. Then, we go downstairs and add the methods property behind data. Inside it, we define the sayHi method. SayHi is a property name and an anonymous function is a property value. Inside the anonymous function, we call the alert function. Run the program. We can see every time we click the button, we will get a pop-up window. SayHi is a method name. Therefore, we can add a parentheses behind it. Inside the parentheses, we can pass argument values. In the anonymous function, we need a placeholder to represent the argument value. The placeholder is named by us. We pick v here. In the alert function, we output v. We can see the argument value has output successfully. We can pass more than one value. If you think vOn is too much trouble, you can try its shortcut, the @ sign. Sometimes, for a more convenient operation, we might directly define the method in the vOn directive. For example, in data property, we define a property called message. We set its value to true. Then, we create a span tag and display the message property. When we click the button, we want to convert message's value to false. Then, with another click, we want message's value to go back to true. We're going to create an inline method to achieve this. Message is equal to !message. Run the program. We can see we have what we want. This experiment has also revealed another very important fact. We can access and alter data stored in model from the vOn directive. In the last session, we tried the inline method. We can toggle message value by clicking the button. In this lesson, we will continue to work on that program and make it more useful. First, we add a new p tag. Let's say we want to control the display of the p tag using the button. We click the button, the p tag disappears. We click the button again, the button is back. This requires us to learn a new directive, vShow. The vShow directive should be inserted into the p tag. We assign message to the vShow directive. This means whether the p tag will be displayed or not depends on the value of the message property. Run the program. At the beginning, message's value is true. Therefore, the p tag is in display. We click the button. Message's value becomes false. The p tag is gone. Turn on the source code. We can see the vShow directive hides the p tag using the CSS property display. If the value of the vShow directive is true, the element will be displayed. if the value of the v_show directive is false or regarded as false, then it will assign display none to the selected element. 0, empty string, and null will be regarded as false. But 0 in quotes will be regarded as true. Now, let's try something interesting. We set message's value to 3. 3 is regarded as true, therefore the p tag will be displayed. Then we switch the inline method to message equals to message minus 1. Every time we click the button, message's value will drop by 1. By the third time we click the button, the message becomes 0. Therefore, the p tag is hidden. If we continue to click the button, the message will become minus 1, which is regarded as true. The p tag is back again. Let's still use the previous program. We copy and paste the p tag. In the second p tag, we switch v_show into another directive called v_if. Then we click the button. We can see the effect is the same. These two p tags are both gone. Turn on the source code. See any difference? The p tag controlled by v_show is still here, but the one controlled by v_if is gone. This is the biggest difference between v_show and v_if. v_if hides an element by not loading it. The v_if directive has two partners, v_else and v_else_if. We create another p tag and insert the v_else directive. The v_else directive does not need any value, but has to be used together with v_if. The v_if's value is false. v_else will take over. Sometimes we need to make decisions based on a specific value. In this case, you may need the v_else_if directive. We put it between v_if and v_else. You can add as many v_else_ifs as you wish.